Rock on, dudes! And welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes unit analysis! Before we start with the video, I just want to extend an invitation to all of you watching to join us on Discord. The link is in the description box down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I am putting a lot of effort into it with my extremely limited free time, and it helps me out incredibly. Thanks a lot! With that said, let's begin. This time, I bring you the newest addition to the Heroes roster, NY Corrin. Corrin is a free unit, and is available for anyone who reaches a certain point threshold in the newest Tempest trials, which makes him easily accessible to anyone. At first glance, NY Corrin might seem a little bit underwhelming, but I assure you that after some polishing, you will all start to see his potential. Being a Tempest Trials reward, NY Corrin does not have access to IBs or a high merge account. His base stat total is 151. Here are his level 40 stats and base setup skills. Hamaya Plus is his default weapon, which possesses the skill to give +2 defense and +2 resistance to units within 2 spaces of Corrin. He also comes with a dual rally, focused on both defensive stats, which is always nice for arena scoring. Attack defense 2 is pretty straightforward, +2 to both of those stats. And last, but most definitely not least, Sport Defense Resistance 2 in his C slot, which until now was only available from Mist. Let's move on to the builds. This set focuses on Corrin's capability to greatly improve the defensive potential of your team, and especially his supported ally. Ally support, plus Hamaya, plus Sport Defense and Sport Defense 3 Sacred Seal will increase the defense and resistance of his adjacent supported ally by the considerable amounts of +11 and +7 respectively, +14 and +10 if using rally defense resistance. This might not sound like much to many people, but let's pull up some examples of characters that can greatly benefit from this. First we have Fjorm, who naturally has really high defenses on both departments. If she were to be adjacent to Corrin, her defensive stats will bump all the way up to 49 defense and 44 resistance. After accounting for distance or close defense seal, she would be at 55 defense and 49 resistance. Most enemies will barely leave a scratch on her while giving her a powerful +27 or more damage to bonfire procs. And she is also a free unit. Next we have Xander, another free-to-play unit. Xander's natural defense is so high that if you decide to support him with his adoptive brother, he will reach the ridiculous amount of 54 defense and a respectable 30 resistance. After taking distant or close defense into account, he can reach 60 defense and 36 resistance, or if you prefer, 56 defense and 40 resistance if you were to give Corrin the Spore Resistance Sacred Seal instead of the defense one. This is also friendly towards building mixed movement type teams with tactic skills that will skyrocket your stats. And then we have Dorcas, who is not free to play, but can also benefit from this NY Corrin set, while providing Corrin with infantry pole support, bringing his special cooldown down by 1. Corrin being an archer makes him effective against flying units of course, and the potential for defensive support in this extremely cheap build should not be overlooked. Now for a more expensive build and not as support oriented. This set takes advantage of Corrin's natural high defense and makes him a reliable tank against melee units. Slaying Bow brings his bonfire cooldown to 2 while giving him the option of refinement, increasing one of his defenses and HP. This, coupled with quick riposte and close counter, guarantees a bonfire proc on any type of enemy initiation. If you decide to go the extra mile and summon or support him, this set will make quick work of many offensive initiators, especially if you buff his speed and defenses with some hones, since he will escape a lot of double attacks with 36 speed or higher. Savage Blow provides him with a way to deal some chip damage and ensure kills after weakened enemies approach him. This set is especially weak to magic though, and thus a strong magic check is advised as his ally support. Halloween Sakura or Felicia will be incredible partners for NY Corrin. And lastly, we have this other build, which completely aims to nullify any kind of ranged threat. Resistance Refined Guard Bow and Double Distant Defense will get his defenses to 52-39 during ranged fights. You can also refine it to increase defense and completely stop any kind of archer or dagger unit in its tracks with a guaranteed 27 or more damage increased bonfire proc, thanks to quick riposte. Even with his pitiful resistance, he can almost hit the 40s. making him reliable against many mages as well. You can replace the A slot with Fury 3 for increased speed and damage output as well, if you can't really afford the distant defense 3 in the A slot. Suitable allies for this Corrin would be anyone who can buff his defenses even more to completely nullify ranged enemies. Performer Arts Asura can increase all of his stats by 3 with Dance, or Sing, and provide him with extra 3 resistance from drive resistance too, while giving him an extra turn to reposition himself and other allies, potentially if you run something like Swap or Reposition. Contra is also an amazing ally support, since she comes with a Wind Blessing that will further increase Corrin's magic bulk and provide him with some extra HP as well. Not to mention, she also comes with Chilling Seal, further increasing team support. And there you have it! There are just so many ways you can build an archer, but I really think Corrin is not as disappointing as many make him to be. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that at least someone among you can find it useful in building your New Year's Corrin. This is going to be it for this units builds and analysis video. This is MegaRex signing off, and I hope you all have a radical day. Keep rocking!